Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Sorry this review is a little late. I had an ear infection last week and I was in a lot of pain. But I am better now so I can get back to making videos. And before we start, we just hit 500 subscribers. That is so cool, thank you so much for your support. We started this year with like 80 subscribers and now 4 months in we've got 500. Honestly, I cannot thank you enough for your support, and let's see if we can make it to 1,000 before the end of the year. Now, update 1.44 was hailed to be a very exciting and important update to Gran Turismo 7, at least for the long-term fans like myself. That's all because of one car, the Toyota GT1. Yes, the Toyota GT1 returns to Gran Turismo 7. Having appeared in all main series entries from Gran Turismo 2 onwards. I did say in a previous video that I expected the GT1 to be a Group 1 car, and it's not. It's a Group 2 car, which I guess makes sense in terms of real-world performance, but in the Gran Turismo series, the GT1 has always been a very competitive car. But I feel there needs to be a class overhaul because the GT1 can hold its own against Group 1 cars and dominates the Group 2 category, which you'd expect it to. But regardless of what class it is, for me, this update was saved by the inclusion of the GT1. And going forward, I would like to see many more race cars from the 90s and 80s and further back added to Gran Turismo 7, as many of them have appeared in past Gran Turismo games and have become Gran Turismo legends. Aside from the GT1, we also had the Lamborghini Urus. Now, I don't mind SUVs in racing games, but it depends what racing game we are talking about. An open world game like Forza Horizon is a great addition for an SUV. With open wastelands, jungles, mud and rivers, it's a playground for an SUV. Gran Turismo 7 is primarily a closed circuit racer, with a few rally tracks tagged on. So, Gran Turismo 7 doesn't really feel like the right game for an SUV, but Kaz wants to add more, so if he does, I would rather he went big with it, and give us tracks that are more suited to SUVs. And the final of the three cars is the 2016 Audi R8. Personally, I don't think this car was necessarily needed. It's 8 years old, kind of generic. I'd rather we had a different car added. There has to be a weak link in every update, and for me, the Audi is it. Now to address the elephant in the room, or rather lack thereof. No new track. Again. Now yes, in a previous video I did say I would let it slide if there was no new track, just because I love the GT1 so much. But that's no excuse for Polyphony not giving us a new track. If we don't get a new track next time, can we as a community riot or something? Because this is getting ridiculous. I mean, okay, we got Lake Louise a few months ago, but the last tarmac track we got was Grand Valley Highway last year. Over a year ago. So, we are long overdue a new tarmac racetrack. Whether it be a real-life track or an original one. Just a tarmac racetrack is what we want. But speaking of tracks, let's move on to the events. We got 3. None of which are really that good. I suppose the World Touring Car 900pp event is not too bad. Personally, as someone who has had experiences of being a few corners away from the finish line and being kicked from the race due to a drop in my internet while competing in a 30-minute endurance race, yeah, endurance races in Gran Turismo 7 are not my favourite. If you like endurance races, then you will like this event. It is a good event in and of itself. But the other two, they're not really that good. With this update, we also got 5 new engine swaps. But they are all for the same car. Yes, 5 different Mitsubishis take the final edition Group B Rally Cars engine. I guess it's pretty cool as you can make a lot more rally builds, but there's not much rally tracks to make use of rally builds, so extra rally tracks is something we also need. And we got a Mitsubishi last update, so it would have made more sense to add these engine swaps to the last update, but we know Polyphony, they like to be late. And as for other things, a few new skates and limited time decals, but really who's asked about them? We did get a new extra menu book which has you collecting Jaguars, with the rewards being the Jaguar D-Type. I have never had, as it's priced around 6 million credits for a car that has less than 300 brake horsepower. And it was even more expensive in Gran Turismo Sport at 15 million credits. Yeah, someone at Polyphony needs to be fired for curating those prices, but at least now all of us can get the D-Type after completing the menu book. So, all in all, was update 1.44 a good update? Honestly, I'm conflicted. The GT1 absolutely sells the entire update for me. The Toyota GT1 is a car that I have wanted to see added to Gran Turismo 7 since Gran Turismo 7 was announced after its absence in sport. But in terms of other content, it's no different from the previous 2 updates we've had in 2024. I think people are letting one car cloud their judgment, and I am guilty of that too. But in my personal opinion, this update is the best Gran Turismo 7 has ever had, just due to the fact that the GT1 is back. Now obviously going forward, the car I want to see return to Gran Turismo 7 the most is the Nissan R390 GT1, because you cannot have the Toyota GT1 in a Gran Turismo game without the R390. Those 2 cars have been joined at the hip in every Gran Turismo entry since Gran Turismo 2, Gran Turismo 3 and Gran Turismo 4 especially, and I'm offended they haven't come together. So until the R390 is added, I will be complaining after every update until it is added. I'm not joking. I won't shut up until the R390 is in Gran Turismo 7. I'm working on a video right now about the Nissan R390 that will be coming out soon. So my Nissan R390 GT1 race car stands, rise up! But that brings us to the end of this video. I am so happy that the Toyota GT1 is in Gran Turismo 7 at last. I just wish update 1.44 had a little more going for it. But I am very grateful to Kaz and Polyphony that a car I have held so dear to my heart has been added. Be sure to let me know your thoughts on update 1.44 down below, and also any features, tracks, cars you'd like to see added in Gran Turismo 7 updates going forward. There's a few features I'm making videos on that I'd like to see return, so stay tuned for those. Thanks so much for watching, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time!